All right, welcome. Today we're going to dive into something pretty incredible, the communication network that's running inside our bodies right now. We've got this great visual that shows exactly what happens when those signals get, well, a little scrambled.
So let me ask you something right off the bat, and I'm being totally serious here. Is your head actually on straight? I know, it sounds like a weird question, but stick with me, because as you're about to see, the answer is a much bigger deal than you'd probably guess.
Okay, so picture this. Your body has its own information superhighway. Seriously, it's this nonstop, high-speed connection where critical messages are zipping from your brain down to your body, and then all that feedback from your body zips right back up to your brain. It never stops.
So before we get into the problems, the traffic jams and accidents, we've got to understand what a clear open road looks like. Let's start with the ideal situation, when everything is flowing just perfectly. All right, take a look at this. This is the goal right here. In a perfectly healthy, aligned system, you see those bright green arrows? That's what we want. They represent this powerful, crystal clear, two-way conversation happening between the brain and the body, just flowing without a single hiccup. And the really crucial thing here, the pathway is wide open. There's nothing in the way. The brain sends its orders down, the body reports back up. And check this out. The head is sitting perfectly level at a clean 90-degree angle. That alignment, it's everything. It's the key to the whole system working right.
So yeah, when everything is lined up like this, our information superhighway is basically a perfect two-way street. No traffic, no delays. Every single part of your body gets the exact message it needs, exactly when it needs it. It's a beautiful thing. But what happens when there's a roadblock? A major pileup that creates a bottleneck on this super important highway. Well, that's where things start to get messy. Let's talk about what a critical misalignment can do. This particular problem has a name. It's called an atlas subluxation. Sounds complicated, but it's not. Basically, it just means that the very top bone in your neck, the atlas, the one that holds up your skull, has shifted out of place.
And here's where you can really see the problem. Look at that part highlighted in red. See that? The atlas bone has moved, and bam, suddenly our perfect superhighway has a massive disruption right where it matters most, at the base of the skull.
Putting them side by side like this makes it so obvious, doesn't it? On the left, you've got that smooth green signal flow. But on the right, whoa, the head is tilted, the atlas is out of whack, and it's creating this pinch point that's scrambling all those vital signals. The difference is just night and day. Okay, so we see the problem. But what does this actually do? What are the real consequences of this disruption? What's happening to all those important messages trying to squeeze through?
Well, this really spells it out. You see the healthy green arrow on the left? Strong, clear, two-way. But then look at the right. With that misalignment, the path is basically gone. The signal gets weak, it's broken, the communication is just totally compromised.
Let's go back to that highway idea. This atlas subluxation, it's like a 5-car pileup in the fast lane. It's created a huge traffic jam. So the messages trying to leave the brain either get all distorted or they're super weak by the time they get through. And that means your body might not be getting the right instructions to do its job.
So, okay, a traffic jam in the neck. Why should we care? Well, the source material we're looking at connects this whole chain of reaction to one very specific and, for a lot of people, very problematic area. Your jaw. And here's the bottom line, the main takeaway from the entire diagram. It says, leveling the head is essential for TMJ function. And TMJ, if you don't know, is just the technical term for your jaw joint. So the whole point of this visual is to build up to this one idea. It's suggesting that if you can fix that alignment, if you can get the head level again, you can clear that roadblock on the information superhighway. And when you do that, you restore that clear communication from the brain, which lets the muscles and nerves that control your jaw finally work the way they're supposed to. And not just leaves you thinking, right? If a little misalignment in your neck can have such a big impact on something like your jaw, it kind of makes you wonder, what other silent signals might our bodies be sending us? What other parts of us could be affected when this core communication line gets compromised? It's just a powerful reminder that in our bodies, absolutely everything is connected.